World No Tobacco Day, which is very good. And this awareness is actually about certain kind of disease when you are lynching up into smoking tobacco. So World No Tobacco Day. But the very funny thing is that people are still smoking. All right. So each year, the World Health Organization, the WHO, holds world World No Tobacco Day on this particular day, May 31st. And the goal is to spread awareness about the risk of tobacco use and how we can make the world tobacco free. Roughly, I can say it for free, roughly 6 million people die from tobacco related ailments, or shall I say illness every year. 6 million people die. Okay. And that number is projected to rise to over 8 million by 2030. 8 million by 2030. And it's crazy, it's eye-burning. But this is by no means a guarantee that the Sustainable Development Agenda aims to reduce deaths from, the non-infectious diseases by the third. Okay, diseases linked to tobacco, that's what we're talking about, are on the list. So if we hit the target, 2030 will be a year to celebrate. Oh yeah. So not only for our health, but the size of our wallet. Your average smoker drops around almost 600,000. 400, they say, okay, 4,000, let's say, let's say 800,000 or more, close to a million on cigarettes annually, if I'm not mistaken, annually. So imagine all of the other cool holidays you could enjoy with that money, and not to use it to spend on tobacco or in smoking or crack. We have a few suggestions, and I might just want to bring that on. Just saying it. Okay, so let's use World No Tobacco Day as a launching pad to a brighter and less smoky future. Okay. So shout out to those who are organizing a lot of stuff on this particular day. So no smoking. People don't know why other people do. The very funny thing that I used to see here, people smoke because some other person is smoking. It might be peer pressure. It might be because of certain kind of friends, and that will make you want to do what you don't want to do, and that's for me, that's absurd. Okay, so because your friends are doing it, you want to do it because you want to bump out with the big boys, and then you see, okay, the big boys are smoking, so you definitely will want to smoke. And I'm not relating this to just tobacco, but I'm also connecting it to smoky, anything smokable. Weed, marijuana, or marijuana. Mini. Guru mini, okay. Lao, Colos. I mean, they have a lot of other names. I don't know those things, so I don't know. Okay, so but you gotta be very careful for those who smoke, and then they see somebody who smokes out there, and the person goes to the hospital. The person goes to the hospital to do checkup all the time, and very hot, not cold, please. Hot and goes to the hospital to, finish up and do a checkup or wash himself. Some of them actually, people like, what's his name again? I know a lot of guys who they look healthy. They even have pink lips. And you know what smoke does? Smoke makes you look somehow. And these guys look great. And you ask, what is going on? They smoke, but they have what it takes to take out the aluminiums and all of those stuff, all those filthy things that tobacco can actually cause in the body. It takes all of those stuff away. It takes all the aluminum and all of the chemicals that all the smoking and even all the free radicals. Apart from that, free radicals from different areas and position can get into your body. So that thing, they just spray it in their mouth. I can't remember exactly. I think he was the one who created it. I don't even want to mention his name. A lot of people like that. Some people do go get some really good stuff, like herbs, and they drink it once every week or possibly twice every week, just to clean your system, clean all of that crazy chemical inside of their body and make them feel blessed again. But some people who see them smoking, they don't know what they do. They go and they start looking crazy. And before you know, start having issues, the liver, the heart, and stuff like that. And then, so I wish you well. For those of you who are actually still doing it, here is the World No Tobacco Day. Not just that, but it's also the World No Smoking Day. And I know that that's not going to stop. It's just like saying corruption will end in Nigeria soon, and which is not possible. But definitely they're working hard to make sure that they do that. So that's how it is. All right, so let's get to what we were supposed to do tonight. Once again, you're welcome to the Nighttime Show. All right, so it's Friday, and I'm happy it's Friday. Wherever you're chilling out, it's this time for you to call and tell me what you want to talk about. What is disturbing your heart you want to talk about? Is it something you heard in the news? The updates of what's going on in your city, your state, your neighborhood, socials? Something has got to do with social. Is it something going to religious? Is it something that you don't like? Is it something you don't believe? Something you want to lay out of your chest? Some things you want to lay out of your chest. Friday is that time. And now is it. I'm not wasting no time. So, but let's go. I've got things that I do want to talk about. My personal self. And I'm not saying you should talk my talk, but you can talk your own talks. 0700-903-903-903. And of course, a WhatsApp line for your messages, voice note, and call as well. 08171 756338. Now, something caught my fancy. I don't know if it's, I'm still trying to figure out if this news is really something to go with. Okay. And I'm, trying to figure out what is going on with the news of Renwaju Kayode. You heard the news about Ola Kayode, the footballer, with his wife, and saying that he was cheated to porn, or he was cheated on, and the kiss is not his, and all this stuff. Now, I heard Olofofo is actually building out some crazy stuff. I heard that Ola Kayode, with his wife and kids, the former Nigeria under-17 striker Olanwaju Kayode has reportedly threatened to commit suicide due to the overwhelming marital issues. And according to reports, by, some sources, reliable sources. Kayode has accused his wife, Ezine Dora Kayode, of cheating on him with a UK-based Nigerian pastor, Obi Adegboyega. And I am quite surprised that this we talk about on radio every time is still happening. What will cause? Today's not about relationship anyway, but I'm just talking about literally just random things that was disturbing me, and I need to take it out of my chest. So, how did he find out that those kids are not his? This former Nigeria under 17 striker, how did he find out? We're gonna figure that out later. So what is the pastor's how and what kind of connection does the pastor have with his wife? I heard even the phone call between them. And the fans are reacting. Too many things come on. It's crazy. Thinking about suicide is bad, but I don't know. It's something I actually wanted to talk and length about this, but let me hear from anybody else. If you have something to say, let me hear from you. Hello, you're welcome on the show. Open mic Friday.
Hello, bro. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm fine. What is your name? Hello?
My name is Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you're welcome on board. I'm fine.
How are you feeling today?
I'm fine, Chris. I am okay. I'm doing great.
That's good to know.
Okay.
This story you just said was really touching. I don't know why the issue of infidelity just ramped up today. Wow. So much. This issue of our president having another national campaign despite the economic situation of this country. We have quite a number of issues, problems here and there. The only thing we could think about is to come up with one national anthem that I don't know, taking us nowhere. My brother, I don't know.
Maybe he feels that the national anthem will help.
How do you think it will help? Help in what way?
Okay, Chris, your device is very high, and I'm having a hold back here.
But can you get it now?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, you know what you're going to do? Call back. Just turn off the volume on the device and call back, okay? All right. So, Chris is talking about the national anthem that the government are resolving to. Everybody will need to recite that. You have to learn and recite it. And maybe the Spirit of God told the president that it might be a good deal for, it might be a good deal to change the country. Hello, what's your name, please?
Oh, good morning. I'm for real. I'm out of here.
All right, for real. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. So, regard to that Kayode matter, it's quite unfortunate, but there's no point. If there's any way you guys can reach him, there's no point committing suicide. What has happened. But in contrast to that, I came across an article somewhere that the woman in question, the woman denied it. The woman letting the world know that it's a lie, that the guy is lying, that the DNA test, that the guy should expose the DNA test to the world, and let's see if the children are his or not, and that the guy normally don't give him time and attention, and the guy always cheat on her and things like that, So I feel for both of them. So the way I look at it, if for them to come back to settle their differences and life goes on. But if that shouldn't happen, but the guy in question now shouldn't go think about suicide mission at all. That is not, it won't be the best for him.
Okay.
So on the situation of things in the country, I just believe that the masses, the citizens of this country, they don't really understand what is really going on, and they don't know their status in the Nigerian entity. You see someone you voted for, and every day that we've not lost hope in the country themselves, Nigeria. They keep promising us. It's like now the promises now look like propaganda from Buhari time. Not even talking about this Tinubu area. No, he just started, so he needs time to gather up momentum, and But from that Buhari time, 8 years, tomorrow will be better. 8 years gone, just within a twinkle of an eye, and the suffering now is being sustained by the same government. You see, so this thing is not fair at all. It's never fair. So I don't think we should be talking about the problem, because already ordained themselves the people at the aim of affair. You came into power. There is a problem already. Everybody knows. You know yourself. You know very well that there is a problem. Okay, now you say you are coming to come and fix the problem, and now we still hearing stories. So you see, I just pray that things didn't boomerang against those guys. Okay, today I came across something. The amount of money senators they receive. American senators every month they got, I think, $174,000. Some countries $31,000, some $25,000, some about $80,000. In Nigeria, $2.something million is what they get. And the executive now, the executive arm of government, which is the presidency and co. You see, I believe they did that intentionally for them to get back up or backing from these so-called lawmakers. So I just look at it as a way that anybody that wants to rule this country and rule it well should need to sacrifice himself, if not his life. Because before you get to that place, that position as the president of Nigeria, not any other country in Africa, you might have, so many people might have pushed you, whether rightly or wrongly, before you get to that point. And trying to piece them back, you see yourself now not doing the needful. So if Tinubu now want to help Nigerians, he must have to sacrifice certain things. So maybe he's not ready for such sacrifice. I don't want to belong to that school of thought that Tinubu, that I know in Lagos here, is punishing us intentionally. No. That man is not a bad guy that most people look at him. No, that guy is not a bad guy. I'm not his fan. I'm not his supporter. I don't know him. But from little I've heard about him over the years, before he became president of this country, the man has helped a lot of people, some which are close to me, without even knowing them from Adam. So the man wished to become the president that will turn Nigeria around positively. The man wished to turn Nigeria to even more than America. You see, but if you don't, as what you don't have to give, if you don't have anything to give, you cannot give it now. You see, and so many things around him. See, so he cannot. But
is it not the same thing? Everybody was saying that Buhari, for example, former president, was a good man. He's a good man, no matter what happened when he was a minister and everything. But now that he would do well, he will. And then, but the problem that is because that he had a lot of crazy people around him and blah blah blah. It's the same thing people are saying now. There's some people around him also, but that doesn't.
No, you are very correct. You see, why Buhari case is different from other cases is that Buhari, from day one, I know that Buhari does not have a political will. When he ruled as the former military president of Nigeria, it's his vice. It's his vice that is doing the dirty jobs in the government, doing those crazy things that will make Nigeria stand on its feet. It's not the Buhari now. We don't know. It's not Buhari. It's his vice, Tunde Ejabon. So I know that Buhari does not have this political will. So things like that must happen. But I don't think Buhari changed any of his ministers all through. So this Tinubu now that is in power now, Tinubu has this political will to do what he want to do. He's a very stubborn man. If Tinubu want to make dollar to 100 naira now, $100 to that 100 naira,
and so why is he not changing it? Why is he not doing that? Why do you think? He might have been
trying his best.
So who do you think is frustrating his government? You think it's the international powers?
That one could be added to it. Yes, I believe so. That one too is trying to impair its functions.
You believe somehow the foreign powers are actually responsible somehow.
Yeah, up to like 75%. Like 75%. It is.
Then the other percentage is from where? Is who? And what?
The other percentage is cabinet members.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, it's my turn. Opportunity. I'm a minister of this, I'm a minister of that. I'm a personal to this. This is my turn now to collect what I want to collect. Because Nigeria now look like, sorry to say, but Nigeria now look like something like a ghetto, a jungle city, where there is no law. I'm talking about the aim of affairs. Because from my lookings, from my findings, any policy that will not favor the masses is what they always tend to want to do. But the ones that will favor themselves, they do it fastly. Don't be surprised that this coastal highway project they are doing. Tinubu may not have a dime because I guess there is like a contract inflation in that thing. It might not have a profit. Yes, now that money is not up to now. That money to do that thing. I've googled it now. In some other places that they have things that they destroy a lot of things too. The money is not up to that. The one they told us that they're using in this Nigeria zone. So people might not have a dime profit from that thing, but people that probably have helped him before, that he has promised that he want to give something to, is part of his share to to when he was coming up. Those are the people that I believe are handling it now. You see, so that's what I tell you, that it must pay a huge sacrifice. That guy is a technocrat. Whether I didn't like it or not, I'm not his fan, because I believe there are other better people that could run Nigeria. I don't know that we have Nigeria has talent, raw talent all over the world. See, that guy Tinubu is a technocrat. I knows how to get what he wants. So he can equally do it. But right now, the things what he's saying there now is not what he expects. That's number one. Number two, he don't want to turn back in some certain people that have sustained him over the years, over the while. So that's the thing. But if he just crosses heart that he don't want to look at anybody's face, including his wife, because some people might have used his wife too. Because I learned that this better Edu woman is a friend to his wife, and they are long friends, they are good friends. Yes, so that's what I had. So if Tinubu can back out for his wife or his son, whether Sheyi or whatever, that's right now it's time to do the right thing. Anybody that whether you are my son, whether you are my wife, whether you are my sister, whether you are my cousin, if you are found wanting, you have to face the rest of the law. If Tinubu has that mind to do that thing, already he has the political will, you see Nigeria change it automatically, naturally. So that's how I look at it anyway.
Okay.
Thank you, bros. Thank you.
Thank you so much, for real.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, now 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp line is 081 7175638. I got a caller. Hello, what's your name?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Akuchina. You're welcome on board.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
How are you?
We thank God.
Yeah, we will keep on thanking God for life.
Very important.
Greeting everyone, Jerry. Home and abroad. Greeting everyone. Happy Good Friday to everybody. I have something I have a song.
Oh, you have a song? Are you singing it for your father? For your papi?
Yes.
For your daddy?
Yes, I'm singing it to my father.
Okay.
Yes, the creator of the whole universe.
It's okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Is my song is my own? Yes. And the title is Chikamso. Yes. And it goes like this. It will be two songs. One is mine, one is not mine. Okay. Ibu onye so obugi keremo Alpha and Omega okwu ọnụ gị ga-adịgide ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Chukwu ịbụ onye so Oh, Abogikemo, Eze Afand Omega, Okwanugiga, Digi the Rumbe Bigeti. Chimo, Noem, Ebubele Quayem, Abogikemo, Imanihem Gabu, Abogikemwagi, Okwanugiga, Digi the Rumbe Bigeti. One Ujatunagi, Obuya Kiriko, Obuya Mahi Gabo, Obuya Kiriko, Imakwano Kwano Yaga, Digi the wrong way Bigezi, oh, Ibu Onion so. Ibu Onion so, Okwanogi, Katigi the wrong way Bigezi. My confidence is in you.
Translate, Will. Is that the translation?
I put my trust. This is the second one. It's not for me.
Ah, cool.
Yes. My confidence is in you. Is in you. I put my trust in you. My trust in you. Jesus, I'm not alone. You are with me. You're with me, cause one with you is majority. I'm looking unto Jesus Christ, author and finisher of faith. So I'm excited because I have you. I have you, I have everything. Looking unto Jesus Christ, oh, author and finisher of faith. So I'm not glad because I have you. I have you, I have everything.
All right.
Before I call you answer, you know this day. Your love will make me wonder. With you I'm not alone, I'm covered. Cause one with you is majority.
Thank you. Yes, you have to. You don't want to release an album.
Yes, I have 3 of my songs, but I have to do one today for you.
Is it one you did? You just did 2. Oh, okay. One is not yours.
No, mine.
Oh, okay.
My own, yes. I have 3 of them, but maybe next week I'll do one of them. Now I want to ask a question. If anybody is interested to answer my question, you are free. Please, if you have the opportunity, you're a woman or a man, and you have the opportunity to make your husband or your brother, to make your husband rich, okay, and your brother to be rich. So which of them are you going to choose? And if you're a man and you have the opportunity to make your wife rich or your best sister rich, which one will you choose? That is my simple question tonight.
All right.
Okay? Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Bye for now.
All right. You're welcome. 0700 903 903 903 08171 756 Thank you, Akuchina, for that song. Hello, what is your name, please? Hello? Okay. All right. Waiting for your calls. Is open mic. Yes. So it's for you to call in and spit out what you want to talk about. All this while you've been holding something in your heart. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
Him.
Yes. Is that my friend Kalechi?
No, Cynthia.
Oh, this is Cynthia.
Oh, my
All right.
God.
Cynthia.
Okay. I want to start with what our continuer was asking.
Oh, okay.
It's quite a confusing question. Because it's my husband, it's my brother. I want the best for both of them. So I'll just do for my husband because I'll get a lot of benefits for my husband.
Okay.
You're getting me. I'll get a lot of benefits for my husband. He will take care of my children. We have other house rent. We have a lot of things we need to do. But then, if my brother should get that money, because it's not all brother that are brother. You understand?
How?
My brother, if I should make my brother to have that money, he might focus. He might give me some. Yeah. Then he will focus in his life, his business, to establish himself. But then, if I should make my husband to be rich, I will partake from it like 50-50. My brother might give me, let's say, 2000. It will not be equal. You understand? So I prefer making my husband to be rich because I will have a lot of benefits. Even if I want to establish myself to be rich, yeah, I could establish myself from there. My children, everything, the household. Then I could equally assist my brother if it's needed. That is what I want to say. For now, bye.
All right, Cynthia. Thank you. And I hope, Kuchina, you've heard one person actually say this and another will definitely going to say more about that. But then, of course, you've got something to say. Please give me a buzz on these numbers. 0700 903 903 903 and WhatsApp and messages, voice note should go to the number 08171756338. And I'm going to take a message. This one here says, good evening, voice of the people. I will choose my wife over my sister, still taking care of my sister. Senate from Yana Solo. Okay. All right. So you say you will choose your wife over your sister because you're still taking care of your sister. Wise one. All right. It's okay. Let's get into other things. 0700 903 903 903 and of course 08171756338. It is where we talk about things. Is it anything you want to talk about? And did you know that Doyin Okupe said that Tinubu is like Jesus Christ that has come to save not the world but Nigeria? Some people, like the other caller for real, said he's not a supporter of Tinubu. Yes, that just came, and but he says the man has a good heart, but it's the sitting issues that are actually circumventing some things for him to pull through, or some things dragging him back. And I asked him if those things could be, one of those things could be foreign powers who are involved also. He said yes, that is about 30 something. Is it 30 or 20 something percent? I think I heard that. And then he said the rest is the cabinet. So I mean, anytime we talk about this, it definitely will figure out solutions. How do you think that we can actually get rid of this and all of that? But then this Doyin's is very funny. But for some people, so your president Tinubu is a savior. But we're not saying anything yet. But hello, I've got a caller. What's your name, please?
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
What's your name?
Wow.
Yes.
My brother.
For real?
Okay. My name is Atolabe Abiodun.
Oh, okay, fine. Go ahead.
You know, this country, I'm not trying to abuse anybody, or I'm not trying to talk down on anybody.
Okay.
Anytime I do things, or I know that I'm not part of the gullible people in Nigeria, I always happy. Or anytime I counted myself.
How are you so sure that you're not part of them? What makes you different?
The way I think, the way I study, I study psychology, part of my courses. The way I study things and the way I study Nigerians, sometimes it amazes me. Nigeria is a place where
we have a lot of millions of gullible people in this part of the world. How can I say, okay, I'm a president, but it's people that are appointed, my ministers, people that appointed me, and that there's no people will even be
But
giving excuses for your opinion, defending your opinion. I don't understand. Buhari is good though, but people that surrounded, they are started on Tinubu again now. Somebody that asked some people who drove to go and grab and snatch and run away with some ballot results, and some people are defending now. That is what we do for Buhari years. People can't move on like this. A country cannot survive like this when we have people that will be thinking like this. When they appointed, when you are a president, elected president, you have to make a life, protect his life and property. Even as a president, when you hear some negative news about your citizen, it should give you sleepless night. Is it? Who am I to blame now? There is 4,000 naira per paint. Like the incomes of life is 1,400, and somebody is saying somebody has political will. So people that surrounded me. Yeah, is it political good that surrounded him that bought yachts of 5 billion for him? Is it not this Nigerian money? Do you know how many billions of naira that these people are awarded? When immediately they entered this government, Remi Tinubu, they awarded 1.6 billion for cars. And so people are saying he has a political will, but it's some people that no, it's not people did not allow your work,
so
your
you think
goodwill to come. Can't you refine or sack them? I want to do. I have a good mind though for Nigerians, my people. But because of people that are therefore I want to resign because I'm the one that they're still going to put blame on at the end of the day. So people should not be coming out and saying nobody have a good will, but people that are no, nothing like that.
But
back to my sister's question.
Okay. I wanted to ask you a question first. Are you there?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
But he said that whoever in the cabinet that did not do well, most specifically the ministers, he will remove them. He said that. Is that not a welcome development? Did you hear what I said?
Is it?
Did you hear what I just said? I said he said.
I heard it. Okay. I heard it. Well. Mm-hmm. I heard it. Well, I don't see this Tinubu backing anybody. There's nothing good can come out from this government.
You're sure?
You cannot expect a tree, a mango tree to produce a cassava for you. It's not possible. You can't give what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. They are calling for debate. Chatham House debate. Arise, organize a debate to come and talk to this man. They get all the debates because they believe that they can grab power. So leave that one aside. I will let me talk to concerning my sister issue.
Okay, go ahead.
How can I compare my wife to my sister? The wife that taking care of my children. Can somebody ask Pastor Iye Adeboye and say between her wife and some other women or her sister? It's not possible. This generation, this is our generation, things are becoming obstinate. There's a question that we don't even need to ask. How can my wife choose a brother over me, or me as a wife choose another woman, another person that I pay another person's wife over my wife?
Akuchira, is that what she said? Akuchira, please send me a message. Let me understand exactly what you're saying. If you can send me a message so I can put it through, because I think it's confusing. Because
it's confusing. My wife that we are sleeping together, having a lot of intercourse together, giving birth to me, loving me from sharing the same heart. I will not say if I want to do something, I will rather do it for my sister.
Oh,
my
yes,
wife
that's it.
Doesn't work like that.
Okay.
So I'll come back later, brother.
No problem.
We got to brother Remy from UK.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy yourself.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Remy from
Thank
UK.
you, brother.
Okay, so King Remy has not been able to reach out, but I believe maybe today he will reach out. So they are talking about your King Remy 0700-903-903-903. Let me hear from you. What you've got to say is an open mic Friday. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Yeah, I'm calling back.
For
I'm
real.
calling back. This is for real. Yeah, I'm calling back.
Okay.
Yeah. What I'm calling is regard to the last caller. You see, we are all.
Okay.
Hello?
You have just 1 minute. Just say what you want to say.
If we don't understand, the last caller we don't understand. You see, getting to that, the processes that Tinubu passed through before getting to that place, either rightly or wrongly, there's only God that knows that. You understand? Leave that for God. The processes this man passed through, if the last caller have passed through that position, maybe Tinubu would have done better than him. So it's not by just saying things without knowing the rudiment of those things we are talking about.
Okay. Thank you.
So he's already a president now. He's already a president. Let's just see how it goes. Let's pray.
Okay.
Let's pray for him and try to do the needful.
Let's pray for him. All right. No problem. Thank you so
then.
much.
Thank you.
All right. Hello. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Mrs.
Oh, Miss.
How are you?
Well, I didn't want to say this, but okay. I think I'd rather just keep quiet. All right. Go ahead. You're welcome on board.
Okay.
I wanted to say something, but just go ahead.
Okay. Basically, I'd like to say, in reference to the storyline you brought out, the gentleman that discovered infidelity and that his children are not his.
Yeah.
It's really painful. It's really painful.
It is.
I mean, it's like he needs to separate himself from that situation. I mean, it's really bad.
Yeah.
The Bible will support him. He needs to move on. He shouldn't kill himself. It's not worth it. Someone cannot hurt you, and then you hurt yourself on top of that. So, if only he would have counsel. He really needs people to tell him that he's a good guy, that, he's the bad one, because I think there's a lot of confusion right now, and a lot of hurt and, pain. But there's no, if he commits suicide, he's going to go to somewhere he will be going to. So he shouldn't. That's that one. Yeah, he shouldn't. Then Akuchi has a wonderful voice. She really can make a living from singing.
Oh, okay.
Using the right manager. If she has the right manager. And
the problem, I can tell you for free that the problem there is finance, so she can wax her music and start playing it.
Okay. Well, what she could do, the rough cut, she can hang it on YouTube. Some people have gotten adequate financing just by putting their rough cut on YouTube.
So,
she creates a YouTube channel.
How is she going to do that when rough cut, like doing the rough thing on the phone and upload it there? It's not going to go well. I think it's recording will be better. And to pay for that, that's a whole lot of money.
Okay. I wish I was very best. Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I was very best.
Yes.
He's got a good voice.
Okay. Akujina, you have a very good voice. Whoa. You can sing. Whoa.
She does have a good voice.
Mm-hmm.
She has a good voice. And, she has potential. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Now, I also wanted to talk about just a few things here and there. The first one I want to talk about, I think it will benefit a whole lot of people. I heard on another station today when they were talking about choosing the gender of somebody's unborn child, and they reduced it to something that is not scientific. When I was a young girl in my father's house, because I come from a family where the ratio of girls to boy was 3 girls to 1 boy, the ratio in terms of there were 3 times as many girls as we had the male, children in my father's house. So I decided that when I get married, I want to have boys. And so I did my research, as I always like to do my research. I was watching this Catholic Reverend sister, and she used to come on late at night on either LTV or NTA, one of those channels, and she would actually break it down. And she explained that the reason why she used Jewish people as an example, that if you look at the Jewish race, the Jews that they tend to have a lot of boys, and that's because of the technique she was explaining. So I'm hoping that this will help people that are looking for male children, because sometimes that causes real issues, in marriages.
Yeah.
So what happened in this case was, she said that, okay, there are two things to stress. Some women that have, that don't conceive at all, and then those that conceive and have boys and girls, and then problems. The first issue about not conceiving is that she actually uncovered the truth, that some women ovulate while they are in their menstrual period. So I know it's not a use. I'm telling you.
Really?
The eggs, I'm telling you. So she says that those kind of women, if they relate with their husband during that time, they actually successfully conceive. It's an unusual occurrence because it happens. There is even some women that while they're pregnant, they still see the cycle, and it's not a miscarriage. But it's not for that long a time, maybe like starting 1-2 days and it stops. Some women are like that. There's one particular woman that told me directly that I know that has that going on. Each time she's pregnant, she still sees every month without fail on the cycle date. She sees her period but starting, not as intense. So that's that. So if anybody knows anyone that, having issues, having babies, they should let the couple know that sometimes some women ovulate during their period. Then another thing that she now taught us in reference to choosing the gender of the child, that this one is very critical. Because I tell you most solemnly, that's what I used, and I got the children I wanted. And there were some people that I also, shared this information with, and they had the same success. This success, I would say, is pretty much almost 100%, because it's either you have a boy or you don't get pregnant at all. That's the technique. And what happens is this: first of all, every woman sees her period and ovulates 14 days after her period. Every woman, without, So what we should do is, after the woman, so there's a woman that their cycle may be 28 days, maybe 30. So if your cycle, say for instance, is 28 days, just know that the last time you saw your period, and it's not really the end of the period, first day the period starts is when you start counting. 10 days later, you're going to ovulate. So if that period starts, let's use a month, that period started on the 1st, you will ovulate on the 14th. So what her technique for having a boy is, it takes about 2 days for the egg to travel down the fallopian tube to get to the uterus. And the egg, after 3 days, is not healthy enough, generally speaking, for fertilization. So and that's one aspect. And another aspect is that a man should store up, during those days before they decide that, okay, we're going to have a child, he should abstain. No masturbation, no side shows.
Are you serious?
Store up. Yes. Should store up his own supply. Because when you do that, then the probability of having that male child will be high.
For real, that is supposed to be. That's you've gone out to another level of. Is that supposed to be a? I don't get it. That sounds like some kind of spirituality stuff.
No, well, she's a reverend sister, and I don't think in Catholic they're so. She was saying from a medical standpoint. And
medical.
This is something I've. Yes, because it's like the cycle is medical, right? Storing up your supply is medical. What I'm trying to say is that you don't do anything to deplete the supply.
Okay.
Of course, what can deplete the supply if not those other things I mentioned? So don't do anything to deplete the supply. You want to have a boy, so you want to store up your supply. So that's that. Now,
so you shouldn't do any sideshow. The man shouldn't do any sideshow. No masty. No soapy.
Yes, because if you do that, you are you not depleting the supply? You are. So anything
it's true
that would deplete the supply, abstain from that. So now we go back to those 14 days, right? So she's going to ovulate on the 14th of the month, right? And we know that in 2 days, which is by the 16th of the month, the eggs would have, pretty much gotten to the uterus. And then fertilization can easily take place. So, hobby, do not do anything from the 13th of the month. You're going to abstain. Then by the 16th of the month, this is what is now critical. By the 16th of the month is the day you and wifey are going to meet. Now, this is how it goes. This is her explanation, and I found that to be true. Every woman's body, the reproductive system, the birth canal particularly, is acidic. That is how God cleanses the woman's body to keep her healthy. Every woman has what we call lactobacillus acidophilus within her birth canal. And bacterium that naturally occurs there produces lactic acid, which cleanses her naturally.
Okay.
Now, in an acidic environment promotes the girl child.
Wow.
So if you're a man that just plugs in and plays, you will predominantly have girls. But if you engage in activities that will fully arouse the wife, then she recommended it will be nice to get her to reach orgasm. Orgasm is a neutralizer, is basic. It neutralizes the acidic environment and produces a very conducive environment for the male sperm to actually move in and fertilize the egg. Now, another thing that is noteworthy is that the female sperm moves faster than the male sperm. So, take for instance, a man came back from work, loves his wife, how she looks, and just plugs and plays, the female sperm is just going to swim right up, straight, and hit the earth and fertilize. And once that egg is fertilized, nothing's going to happen again. So that's it. Unless there are multiple eggs, that are released, the subsequent eggs may have a chance to be fertilized with a male sperm. But if you're wanting to make sure that you optimize your opportunity, number one, engage in foreplay and make every effort to orgasm before you plug in and play.
Anyway.
So, yes. And then that storing up your supply will ensure you have the supply that will contain many male sperm to fertilize the egg. And all this will happen on day 16. You just plug in and play once, no repeat. So what's going to happen is that environment has neutralized the acidic nature, has given the male sperm the opportunity to go in and fertilize. That environment is not conducive for the female sperm. So you've eliminated the chances of the female sperm and promoted the opportunity for the male sperm to fertilize the egg. You do it once, and that's that. You don't repeat. So once that is done on day 16, which is days after ovulation, you're going to wait. So if you're wanting to meet your wife later on, skip until day 20. Why? Because by then, any released egg from her ovary would have died off, because the eggs don't last that long. They don't live that long. And the egg stays healthy 3 days. Anytime after that, she's not healthy. So you've eliminated any opportunity of having the wrong gender, and you've promoted the opportunity of having the right gender. So after doing that, you wait next. And if it wasn't successful, it should be upgraded. And that's how you keep repeating until you have the desired gender. That's how it works. So it's a very scientific technique. So everybody I gave that information, all of them are male children. All of them.
Okay.
But of course, yeah, that's it.
This is a serious lecture. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
This is a serious lecture. It baffles me that you're actually speaking like you are the person you said you listen to.
Who's that?
You said you listen to this from somewhere else, right? You got this information from somewhere, but it's like it's like to me it's like you actually did more. You did some more search to find out more about this stuff, or is it just the same thing? You got the information you got from the other place that you're bringing here. Oh, okay.
It's a combination of two. Got the information, did some research, and did some practicals, and it worked.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah. And then also, shared with information, and did some tests in other isolated locations, and it worked. The same result.
Okay.
The key is no repeat. That's the key.
Okay.
The key is no repeat. Because once that is done, you've already reduced chances of having a successful outcome. So that's that. I think it's very exclusive that everybody will understand. But if they don't understand, they should feel free to ask on the platform, and I would share.
Okay, so
that's that.
So anybody who wants to know more, just reach out to me by message on our WhatsApp, and then I'll connect you to Mrs. Kenning. Yeah. Okay.
Then the other thing I wanted to say right quick, I don't want to hog the mic so much because I know I have a tendency to do that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to say right quick is that that thing about evolution and everything. I'm not going to go to the other one of yesterday's topic because I couldn't get to it. It's going to be a long one, so I'll just go to the short one. That one about demolition, about buildings collapsing and everything. There are multiple factors. One of the factors is that there are some land, that are not fit for certain levels of building.
Yeah,
so
true.
you can have so if people go and number one, town planning should, we have town planning in Nigeria. We have town planning in Lagos. As a matter of fact, that town planning road in the Likeji is right there. So I'm expecting that that's where their office resided, situated.
Okay.
Town planning will tell you the location, and no, you cannot have a building higher than this. You can only have a bungalow. You can only have a flat. But when people go in and they, do things, exchange envelopes, and then they go and get a permission to build where they shouldn't build, like 3-story buildings, because those decking, they have this, number one. And then number two, there are some places that are waterlogged that you need a different kind of foundation. For example, raft foundation is specifically for swampy areas. If they don't have the raft foundation with the right thickness of the foundation, that building will collapse.
Okay.
So I think we all should be our brother's keeper and do what is right at all times. So that's where we're.
That is
all
what.
right.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Kenny, for all of the information. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank God. God bless us all.
Okay.
Have a good one.
You too. That's where I doubt when you said the last thing you said, Mrs. Kenny, that we should be a brother's keeper. I'm going to tell you one thing why it can happen. Hello? What's your name, please?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. Good evening.
This is my name from Ipaja.
Okay.
Yeah. Please, I really appreciate the lecture she gave. But help me to look the volume of climax, For this family, we have some people, carpenters are among, militaries are among, GOP family. So you should reduce the volume of the grammar. Coming to my wife and my sister, I love my wife more than my sister. So on the building, mommy was talking. Then who gave the approval before they build on where they're supposed not to build? Is it not people in the government?
Yes.
Somebody cannot start and building.
Hello? Okay. All right, he's checking out. Hello, what's your name, please?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Chuck. I'm calling from Iowa.
All right, Chick, you're welcome.
I have suggested one of the evenings that you call Mrs. Kenny for your name.
Why do you, this is the second time you're saying it. I understand.
Yeah, because she takes quite a lot of time talking, and maybe she's very generous with her thoughts.
Yes,
so I think, yes, she'll be very useful as a resource person. I think you can call her or even have an interview, online interview with her or chat, focused on one or two topics, the ones that she has well done.
Okay. We're working on it.
I think, yes, I agree with what she was saying concerning the Reverend sister. I have copies of her book, copies of the book. I think she was somewhere in Osun State or Ondo State. Reverend, her name is Reverend Dr. Sister Max Winnie. And the title of the book she's referring to is The Love and Life. Okay. So I can authenticate what she was saying. However, I have to say that she might have had a misrepresentation somewhere. The male sperm is very frail and dies off easily, and it is usually more motile, faster than the female. It's faster than the female, but dies off quickly. So that's a point I think we should look into. But I have the book, in my library, the book written by Max Swenny. Very, very, very resourceful, content. A lot of people have never come across it. And one other thing is that the Reverend Sister suggested that if you're also looking out for male sperm, you have to have sexual intercourse in the morning. Yes, because your body is rested. It's rested, and then heat kills sperms. So your semen, when it moves, the sperm will be very active, to achieve it, especially those who are looking for a child. It is better you have your intercourse in the morning time, and then that is the time that the male sperm is more active. I understand from the teachings in that particular book.
Okay.
So if you can go through the Catholic Church, you may have access to the books, or on closer contact with you, I can release the book for those who may want to look at it.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. I enjoyed listening to you this evening.
Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to take a break. Now when I come back, it will be, we'll continue where we stopped, or where we will, begin. Let me use the word. So just give me 1 minute. Let's take a break. And I will be right back. Or let me take this call before the break. Anyways, hello, what is your name?
Hello, I'm back. Okay.
Cynthia.
I want to go back to the girl that was the nurse. I don't know, she is not a doctor.
Yeah.
I was talking about.
She's a reverend sister.
Yeah.
And
I'm monitoring my phone that lost. If not, I would have gotten her number.
Oh.
I would have linked to your WhatsApp, because I'm monitoring my
Your
phone.
money.
Day before yesterday, I went to the market. A man approached me in the market. The man was huge. So he approached me, he was like, my left hand is not okay. Could you help me bring out some money from the pocket and buy tomatoes for me? I was like, I didn't want to talk. I didn't open my mouth to talk. I was just praying in my mind that God should let me pass by this man. That let me pass on him. Because it was like, on me. I should help him to buy tomatoes. I didn't talk. He brought out some of money. He said to me that I should help him to buy tomatoes. So I leave the man up and go to where I'm going. Which is the way I want to buy a phone for my book. I didn't see my
So he played you.
I'm interested. And I'm
Okay. Sorry about that. So the man played you, that's what you're saying, and took your phone. All right, Cynthia, don't worry. If there's any way I can get you her number, however, I'm going to connect to anybody who wants to get the book. Chucker says he can get a book, and also disagreeing some things that she said, but everything is inside of the book anyway. I'll love to get that book, and then let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to take a break now. Cynthia was trying to tell us that her phone was stolen, and she will. But Cynthia, however, if you need the number, I could call it out if she will want, or I could get whatever you need. If you need the book, or if you need more information, however, Chuka is there, and also Mr. Kenny is there. However, I'm going to get information from her if it's allowed. But I'm going to take a break now. I want to go for a break. And when I come back, we will continue from where we left off. It's still 10:50 p.m. The nighttime show. And here is the open microphone show.
news on the streets.
We go to bed empty hunger.
To the blaring horns of a hustling city. The loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things and makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to say towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
It's the moment you've been waiting for, and we're bringing it to you live. Don't miss a second. Don't miss a second of the action as we broadcast live from the biggest news stories, hot talk shows, depth analysis from the best in the world. Stay informed and up to date with the best radio programming all day, every day. On your number one People's Radio, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You are live on the Nighttime Show with Ryan. Let's have a conversation to promote healthy relationships and social issues all in one. The Nighttime Show is going to be fun, having segments like Dear Ryan, Confessions, Love Talks, Open Mic, and more will put you on the edge of a beautiful night. The Nighttime Show. It doesn't matter what ships you are on, just tune in every Tuesdays to Fridays on your number one People's Radio, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Okay, so I'm back up in here, and real quick, I have to just had to take a little break for commercials. We had to go to the market for some commercials so we can pay bills. Now let's come back here where we left up. Anybody out there who says your president is it's Jesus Christ who have come to save not the world, but who have come to save the country called Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And who is saying this thing, as a matter of fact? Nigerian physician and politician Doyin Okupe. I hope I didn't more than that. Now, he's better known as Dr. Doyin Okupe, and he is actually co-founder of Royal Cross Medical Center and was a national publicity secretary of the National Republican Convention, the NRC, of course. In the time of former President Jonathan, he was a senior special assistant at SSA on media to Jonathan himself. So he's saying that when people say these things, sometimes I'm like, okay, might be some. So what is actually making things not to go well? So that's why I'm asking a question for those who say this man might be a good guy. Some say it's a technocrat, but why is things not going well? This is my talk. Just by the way, I'm just pulling that as a string. All right. So I mean, for everyone who is calling, yes, I still have time to communicate with you, to have a conversation with you. Is it anything that you want to spill out of your chest? Is there anything you want to talk about? Okay. So someone says, please connect me with Miss Kenny. I'm always using Mrs. Yeah. Is it Miss or Mrs.? Okay, well, Mrs. And then, of course, let me know your name. Don't say connect me when I don't even know who you are. And then she will have to tell me, Rahim, no problem, before I can do that. And of course, you know that Chuka also said that he can lay hold of the books in case you want to get a book also. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, so Mr. Chris O'Camper said, he want to get connected. All right, no problem. So I'm gonna get before the show will be over. I will get the information from her first before I can do that. If she's okay with that, and then I can do that. But for the meantime, let's do this. 0700-903-903-903. Okay. I got some people. So just make sure you put your name there and send me a message so I will know. All right. So what you want to tell me about this Open Mic Friday? Hello.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening, Gio. What's your name, please? Oh, my friend. Is it the number? Okay, maybe. Maybe I'm going to get... I'll book the 4 digits so that I will know you're the one calling, because sometimes I don't see that. You're welcome on board, Kelechi. I hope you're doing great.
Very good.
Okay.
The day is not around today.
No, and unfortunately, the Zay might not be around because he's got things to do. But if he's around, that would be good. Of course, I'll send my greetings to him. All right.
Just got to say hi. I'm not just saying I just connect. I think let me just say, because about 6 days now, I've not been able to reach you. Just got to say hi.
Okay, so you don't have anything to say.
I probably follow up. Just real quick.
Hey, it's an open mic.
I'm telling you. But there's something I actually wanted to talk about. Well, okay. I don't know if you can, if I can just, if it will match with. So I don't know whether you've been discussing on a particular issue.
No, it's today. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Today is an open mic. You can discuss anything, can talk about any issue, anything bothering you want to talk about in the news, politics, social, whatever that happen anywhere. Something you want to let go out of your chest, you can say it. Today is that day.
Okay. That's no problem. I should do that next week. God willing.
All right. No problem.
God willing. I just got to say hi. I just been listening. I think that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, I just kept quiet to listen.
All right. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you next week you're definitely going to do something.
God bless. God bless.
All right, thanks for calling in, Kelechi.
Thank you.
All right. So I mean, some people just, you see, that's why I'm good. I'm a good person. I'm a good man. And someone say, "Oh, Rahim, don't say it. Let us be the one to rate you." Yes, I am. Speak it. I am a good man. So I take. Okay. All right. So, Mrs. Kenneth, let me know if you truly want me to start giving your number out. or to connect you with them. I don't know how you wanted to. Let me know, please. Hello, what's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
Okay. My name is Okupe. I'm calling you from Ichibo. Okay.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Please, can you connect me with
Okay, you sent a message before.
I did send a message. Yes.
Yeah. Are you okay? So are you a guy or a lady?
I don't know why people keep asking me. I'm a guy. I don't know what's wrong with my voice.
No, nothing is wrong with your voice. You have a great voice.
Please.
Yeah. But you have a great voice. That's what I'm asking. You have a great voice. You know, if you are, I thought maybe you were a musician. I thought musicians have this saying. This fine, sweet.
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. All right.
Can you connect me to her? And as well, I would like to have a book from Mr. Chuka.
Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. So what are you going to do? You've already sent me a message, right? So I will know what to do, then I will do the connection. So anybody who wants to, you want the book or you want to connect to Miss or Mrs.
I want both of them.
Oh, right. So fine. So I've already gotten your number and I've gotten your name on our WhatsApp portal. So that's what I need. So we can continue the show until after the show. I will do that.
I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
All right. Great.
All
right. And then for those who are listening and you want to be part of getting that knowledge from that book, I also want to get it. Mr. Chuka is going to get it. And of course, if you want, because Mrs. Kennedy said she put it in practice and it works for her. So, I mean, she's living the life right there. So, if you want to connect both of them, please, our WhatsApp line. That's the only way I can actually get your number, get your name, get who you are, and connect you to them. But 081-7175-6338 is the number. Do well to send me your message. Hello, what's your name, please?
Hello.
Ouch. Can you turn down the volume? Good evening to you.
I've done that.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome on board.
Emeka speaking.
All right, Emeka.
I really want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Kenny.
Okay.
I really enjoyed listening to her.
Okay.
It was quite well presented.
Okay.
Even though maybe as a human she could make one or two mistakes, it doesn't matter. Now, let me tell you, my brother. This is you say it's voice mic or whatever.
Open microphone. Open mic is open. It's open for everyone.
See, let me tell you, I received a text message from my bank today, and these guys were telling me that they would charge me 0.79% of my forex transactions from 13 forex transactions from 2021 to 2023. And I looked at this, I said, this bank is like, they want me to, maybe I will be the first person to take my bank to court in Nigeria, and I will win.
Okay.
Because who does that on earth? It is for a transaction that has been carried out since 2-3 years ago. You want to charge me 0.79%? And when I checked this 0.79%, it was running into thousands of dollars.
Ouch!
And one time, and one person is saying he will withdraw that money from my Tom's account. I will lock that bank that day. And let me just mention the bank, Access Bank. In case if any of the management is listening.
Are you sure it's not a scam?
It's not scam, my brother.
Have you called to find out from the customer care?
That is why I'm just coming into Lagos now.
Are you serious?
First thing on Monday morning, I'll call my account officer. Let me see who will try that stuff with me. 0.79% of all the transactions I've been doing, my importation transaction, since 2021. Yes, we roll.
No,
let them not try it.
Easy.
I must start a revolution in this country. I'm telling you. I must be the one to start the revolution.
Yes.
Hey, God help them. God help them. Now on the guy that is saying his wife, the children don't belong to him.
Yeah.
I don't believe in making so much noise. That guy makes a lot of noise. It's like he's mentally unstable, actually.
Okay.
Listen, if as I am living now, let me just put myself in his position, but God forbid, though, because I know it can happen to me. I then discovered, after forming bonding with my children, after investing all my life to take care of them, form the bonding, and I now discover such a thing happened that they are not mine. Okay? That children belong to me. You see the two people I would deal with without anybody knowing. That wife, that promiscuous wife, and the other, the partner that they were cheating together. They must leave this world for me. But you see those children, nobody will take those children away from me.
Okay.
Nobody. I'm telling you the truth. And if the guy have the DNA result, publish it now. The guy have repeated it.
Exactly.
Why are you disturbing Nigerian space? If you know your children are not yours, and you've come to the public to say that, back it up with evidence to prove, show the DNA results. Not that you'll be making noise, trying to attract sympathy here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the guy himself is not even a faithful guy. Do you know how many guys cheat today?
Yeah, I mean, because the woman says something like that she has been cheating.
It's possible. You know, most people that cheat, they cry more than they believe. You understand? If you are somebody who goes with knife, don't like another person passing his back with knife. If you know that these children are not yours, okay, you have the evidence. You will DNA test. Do it and show to the world. And it will not just be one DNA test. And one thing people may not know, sometimes, you see, I don't really blame people. You can carry out a DNA test on a child and discover that it's not yours. And you also carry it and see that it's not the mother's own. Do you know that in hospitals, they swap children?
Yeah, true.
That is why, for those who will not stay with their wife when their wives are pregnant, they have to blame themselves.
Yeah, that's
you understand?
True. That's
they have to blame themselves. They are the ones that are at fault. If your wife is pregnant, deal with her. When they are delivering your baby, be there. If possible.
It's true.
Last time my last baby was delivered, true. I wasn't around. My head wanted to scatter. I'm telling you, because the delivery period was not what I expected. I was in Nigeria and she was in US. The delivery date they gave to me, I had already prepared myself to be there. This 1 week before the delivery. And when I called that my wife had an emergency that they had to deliver of the baby immediately. My brother, it was as if the ended. I had to call my sister. Thank God my sister was there. I had to be there. They delivered my baby. They put the strip pad on the baby to make sure that this is my child. Not that you pregnant a woman, you are canvassing from here to here. The woman will, the day she will deliver, you will not even be there. And tomorrow you come out and make it like the child is not mine. Who does that? Family for family to work together. It's a union of two, husband and wife. The woman is on your place. If you know that the baby is not yours, show us the DNA results. You can't just be making noise and deforming somebody's character. What if the day that of God happened like the day is saying, and you are just deforming the character all over the world? That I mean, anyway, that I know the kind of people who will bring that. For me, if that kind of happens to me, you see those children have invested my love to. Oh God, nobody takes them away from me. I will deal with the woman and with the man who she cheated with. But both of them would, if they feel fortunate to be alive, they will live to regret the rest of their life. But my children will remain with me. Nobody will even know. Who does that? I beg, God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much for calling in.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. So that particular part where you say that, do you know that they exchange babies in there? That's what I've been talking about some years ago. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna make a remark about that real quick. Let me talk to someone from their social from our social. Okay, go ahead, Chris. You're welcome on board. Good evening to you, Chris.
Good evening.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
Man, guys, work. You have no idea.
I don't.
He does.
I don't. Seriously.
It's been crazy. I'm telling you. I'm tired. I want to become a stripper. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So quick one. I heard what Mr. Kenny said. It was quite insightful. It's a pity Dozie isn't even here. You know, that really helped him a lot because he's just married and
who?
Yeah, so you can.
Dozie, yeah.
It would have benefited him a lot, but
he's listening, I believe. I believe he's listening.
I'm sure the wife was like, "You've been away with Ryan for so long. Come home."
Yeah, right.
Okay, so regarding this DNA test, I want to ask a question. Yeah, you know, most times the DNA test is done between the father and the child, right? Right. Yeah. So do they have the one that is done between the mother and the child? Is that possible?
I don't know. I think is it about the father? It's about wait a minute. The DNA test is actually something you can get from. Wait, hold on. Am I twisted this night? You can't. I don't think you can get it from the. Is it
the mother?
You can get it from the mother. Yeah, but you can do a DNA test. I think it's possibly. I think it's a baby and a father. I believe the child and the father.
You can't. You can't.
I don't know about a woman. Let me figure that out. Let me do a research.
Okay. So what I'm asking is this. Yeah. I mean, when you say we swap children at the hospital, for instance, yeah. If you swap a child, all right. If you swap a child. And you do the DNA between the mother and the child, if there is no match, you can say yes, this child was swapped. But if you
the DNA, they can get anything, a strand of hair from or saliva or whatever from the baby, and still go ahead and do it.
Exactly. So if you swap a child and the DNA doesn't match with the mother, let's leave the father out now, because if you're not the father, it means it doesn't match. So that one is settled. So to be sure that, okay, this child doesn't belong to me at all, or the woman, when you do a DNA between the mother and the child, if there is no match, it means that child was swapped. If there is a match, it means that the child lady doesn't belong to the man.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. So because there's another school of thought now that is saying, oh, you know, children are being swapped at the hospital. You know, so a very smart woman can say, hey, it's your child. Maybe he was swapped at the hospital, and the man just calms down. No, I don't know. You and that child will go and do that DNA test. If you will do the DNA test,
you know, the thing there is that, you know, the last caller before you actually just pointed that, and you know, I was just trying to oversee what he said that could be possible, but you know, we have different kind of DNA. Too many information in my head, and the process of the DNA testing involves so many steps, and I heard, okay, all right, I heard that you can get sample collection. Okay, I heard you can get sample collection in bodily kind of fluid. It could be the hair strand from a person, and you know, carry on it. But the what is it called? Between, I think you can. It's just, I'm just a little bit confused right now. But I know that you can do it without. We can do it without both of them. Much you can. It's just something from the child that
exactly.
You can fix it to figure out.
Yes. So
you don't need the father and mother stuff.
Yes. I don't know much about not needing the father and the mother, but I know that they do swap kids at the hospital. So I'm just saying, in a case where the man is so angry and he's mad that, oh, this child is not mine, it's not mine. You can further drill down the evidence.
No, a man can say that when a child is born. Why? Because even if it doesn't look like he's happy, it's in that euphoria of happiness, that atmosphere. So he wouldn't even want to do that until maybe when something's backed on. Some people do it. Some people do it when maybe the lady is black and he's black, and then the white. Yes, we have that kind of situation right now somewhere. And the lady, put to bed a white baby, and it's just a what's it called? It's just Raheem. This night has been crazy for me. I am.
So where I'm also headed is I'm speaking of a case where the child is grown, not just little. No, the child is grown, and the father needs to ascertain. I can, if you say, oh, the child was swapped, they will do a DNA test between the mother and the child. If it matches, it means that child was not swapped. If it doesn't match, it means that child was swapped.
If the
mom matches with the child, it means that child was not swapped. It means that the woman actually had that child outside.
Yeah. Okay.
But do you get the logic now?
Yes, I know.
But if it doesn't match at all, it means that child was swapped. I'm just saying this to help every other man out there that will say, oh, when a very smart woman wants to just play on his intelligence, says, oh, I'm so sorry, it is your child. I'm sure the child was swapped at the hospital. And the man can just figure it out and just assume, oh yes, maybe it was swapped. But no, we'll get down to that matter. You and that child will do the DNA. Then I'll really know if truly it was swapped or not. That's what I wanted to say. All right. So that's for one part. Then lastly, before I drop off, so regarding this DNA thing, men shouting this and that and that and that one. The thing is, for relationship, like I always say, we didn't life didn't change. It is we that change. There are always rules to these things. The challenge I have most times with most men, all right, is I feel the wrong time for a man to begin to look for a wife is when he has money. Because you can't tell. All right, you can't tell. And the lady comes in and all she just wants is your money. There are several cases like that. Then for the women, those who get married to, bad men, wicked men and all that, I learned something from a movie long ago. Do you understand? The guy broke up. No, the guy broke the girl's heart, and she cried to her dad. Her dad told her something. He said, he's just a face. All right? So what that means is you just fell in love with a face. His character is actually flawed. And that's where many women actually miss it, because they fall in love with the face and they don't go beyond that face. Because a woman who truly loves you, I'm telling you, she won't cheat on you. Same thing with a man.
Okay. We pray so we can have women that will not cheat on us. All right.
All right, no problem.
All right. I appreciate you, Chris. Let me just take another call because I'll soon be leaving. Thank you so much. All right. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Rahim.
Yes. Good evening to you.
This is Big Prince.
Big Prince, you're welcome. Oh, long time.
Thank God.
Okay, Big Prince. Yeah. So can you do me 1 or 2 minutes? Okay. Because my time is going real far.
I won't be long. I won't be talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah, DNA of a thing that they are talking. It does not require much thing than if a man can go to the baby and even take some hair from his or her hair. He can use the hair to run the sample. It's as simple as that also.
No.
There are other things that are involved. That is number one. Now, the lady that spoke about the woman system and all this ovulation and so on. I tried it. It happened for me. It really worked for me. But my mother is a medical doctor.
It worked for you?
It worked for me. I told you I have 2 sets of twins. The first one are 2 boys.
Okay.
The second one are 2 girls. The last one is a girl. So I know what she's saying is actually, if you want to get the real match of what she's explaining, the first day of woman's ovulation, if you have the intercourse around early morning before it is 10 o'clock, you will get actually the result. If anything around 11:30, 12, 1, the system of a man cannot be in a bulky system. And let me just say it like that. It happened, it's real. The first day of women's ovulation, the egg and the system of a man the woman will quickly select the male sperm so fast. And that's the reason why in a native system, in a native language, in a tradition, some people say that it's what a man gives a woman that a woman gives birth to. You understand? For ignorant men that used to say this woman has been giving birth to a girl, a female girl, a female all the whole time. It's what a man gives a woman. And also, an ignorant man that doesn't really know how to study the system of a woman will keep on giving birth to a particular either male or a woman for a very long time. So that is the reality in that.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother taught me that, and it happened. I played the score, and I have 2:3.
All right.
So that is it.
Okay.
So I don't want to play so long, so much.
Yes,
because
yes.
I've been trying to the other line.
So sorry.
Call next week.
I apologize. Too many calls. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling. I'm trying to pick calls from WhatsApp. I also want to do justice on the direct line and everything. For those of you who want to be you want to send me a message or tell me that you are so and you want the book or you want to be connected to Mrs. Kenny, please. The WhatsApp line is 08171756338. Hello. What's your name? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name? Okay. Hola. How are you? Go ahead.
I'm fine.
1 minute. You have 1 minute.
I just want to greet you and to appreciate Chris
thank you.
The other day.
Okay. Thank you.
And also to say thank you to you and Mr. Doyin.
Oh, Mr. Chris, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. God bless. All right. So, I mean, any more? If you want to reach out to, Miss Kenny or Chuka, and you want to get a book or you want to get more information, you want to be connected, 08171756338 is the number. WhatsApp. Just make sure you send me a message. Your name. Hello. What's your name, please?
Hello.
Good evening to you. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, Henry.
Henry, you have 1 minute.
All right. The second to the last caller, that guy, like he's watching too much Telemundo and African magic. You see, there is nothing like the right time or the best time to find their wife. Listen, Nigerian ladies these days, I don't know what people think ladies are. So many ladies are making money now that if you as a man, you come with all that your money, with your bad character, they will be trash. It's only the few criminals amongst them who are lazy. Only the few lazy ladies. And I don't really follow them, but I see them as criminals that will still the man has money, they will use their head. So, if marriage is not just all about you pretending. Number one, you as a man, when you start to pretend yourself to be very, very poor, you are starting your marriage on a note of the seat. You deceive somebody. Don't you know it's a criminal offense to deceive somebody? You claim to be a very poor man just because you want to know whether this lady likes you. It's deceit. You started that marriage on deceit. Don't be yourself. Don't overdo. Don't do past you. If it's a lady who likes you just because of the money, if you're intelligent and smart enough, you will know. If you see the one who is in with you because she is enjoying who you are, she enjoys your scent, don't you know that it's something that a woman will see a man and she doesn't like your scent? She doesn't even like the way you behave. You understand? She can trash you. Where are you with your money?
Okay.
They will trash you straightforward. That is just it.
All right.
But everybody should wake up and sit upright. So there is no time to watch time. Simple.
Thank you very much for calling.
Emeka speaking.
All right.
Yeah,
Emeka. Thank you. All right. I've got some messages that I need to take, and but I'm also getting a couple of calls because 11:30 will be my time to leave the studio. So I'm also looking forward to be able to do this real quickly. Let me take more calls, couple of calls, like 1, 2, and then I'll go. So I'm seeing somebody's face that is popping out. So before that, I'm going to take maybe one or messages while I wait for a particular call. Now, okay, someone says, yeah, okay, somebody wants, that's Mr. Chris Okafor, okay, and you want the book, you also want to connect to Mrs. Kenny, okay. All right, equally need the book too. Please connect me to, and it's for real. Okay. All right. Paul from Abidjan. We need a good government. And, okay, I'm going to do that. Let me pick this call. So it should be my last caller. Hello? King Remy. Welcome on board.
Your Excellency.
Your Highness. Your Royal Highness.
Your Royal Excellency.
Your Royal Highness. Oh, do it again, please. This is awesome. I can hear the strings of keyboard or piano. Please give me.
The piano is crying for you.
No, it's crying. Let me cry for the piano too. I need to sing right now. Come on, somebody put a money on my head.
Sing.
Play the piano, King Remy. Huh? Oh my God. It's so beautiful to know that you play Njoku. King Remy, you're not playing that keyboard very well. All right, you're welcome on board.
See, I know your time is up, but quickly, I'm just gonna rush you because.
No, don't worry. Take your time.
I mean,
you're my brother from another mother.
It's a bloody gig tonight. Now, you see, Nigerians are going through a lot.
Yeah, I know.
And we have different type of Nigerians at this point in time. We have people in first Nigeria, and we, the second Nigerians. The first Nigerians are the political class who can just go to bed one night, and before they go to bed, they get drunk and say, by tomorrow, guys, we are changing the national anthem. And they just change it. And everybody just align, and they say, oh, by the time we change the national anthem, rice will become 30,000 naira.
Yeah.
And everything will go down. Everyone will come. Okay. It's open mic night.
Yes.
What I've been so worried about is the WAHEC that is ongoing in the southeast, particularly that some people were prevented from writing their examination.
Yeah.
And I'm angry at the IPOB brothers. Largely, I know they are brothers. I'm not one of those people who believe that IPOB should be proscribed because I believe they are not cults, they are not militant.
Yeah.
However, I think IPOB must, in their agitation to get attention, they must be responsible too. You don't make young Nigerians lose their future because of your agitation. In the midst of every agitation, there got to be an exemption. Like in UK, sometimes we have people occupying roads, doing all sort of invasion. But when they see people who are having exams, they give way to them.
Exactly.
When they see people who are going to hospital for health care, they give way. When they see people who have to get essential attention, they give way to them. And IPOB didn't do that yesterday. And I'm so angry at them. However, Rhyme.
Yeah.
May 30 in the history of Nigeria is supposed to be a part of our history that everybody care about. We had civil war in this country. I'm not sure of the actual figure of the people that died or that were killed.
Yeah.
Some said 7 million, some said 2 million, some said 500,000. Regardless of the number, they were killing. That was the horrible part of our history. May 30 should be a national holiday. It should be a national holiday.
Recognized by the government, the federal government, right?
No, not just by the government.
The world.
Okay, by
the United Nations.
By everybody, led by the government. The government must be able to take ownership of that history. In Abuja, even in Nassau Rock, there should be a room dedicated to the history of Biafra that everybody should be able to go there and see it. And the national government should be preaching about it and tell people that, guys, we've been to a mad path. Because there are some idiots who still think, they want to do war. So when they see that history and that memory, that museum, those kind of people can be told or can be informed and understand that war is not a bread and butter party. It's not side chick and sugar daddy. That is not. It's not Raham who all of the girls in the world are running after. No.
Please, where is that girl? Faulkner from New York promised me he's going to give me a Caribbean American. I'm still waiting for that girl. If not, I'll just look for someone here and get married.
So the bottom line for me is, if the government wants IPOB to be unpopular, we need to celebrate, to have anniversary on every 30th of May. Because I don't want to see war in Nigeria anymore.
Yeah, nobody wants
war that I've read. No, you have to be stupid to even think human beings should go on war. And this problem is active because the government have been so ignorant of it, and most Nigerians, Nigeria, we don't have that spirit of national empathy. People just don't care as long as something didn't happen to them. Even if it happens to somebody in their next door neighbor, they don't care. So if the government can take ownership of this Biafran story and push it, trust me, IPOB will be unpopular.
Okay.
They'll be unpopular. Do you know, in my view, go and do your research, May 30 is more important to our national history than the senseless and the idiotic June 12th. No, it is.
Yeah.
It is, because June 12th was just a case of two bad boys having a go at each other. So because all the people in government today, they were part of Abiola's crew. Everybody that's still in government, give me one Nadeco member that didn't steal when they have chance to be in government. Mention one. I don't know of any. Just mention it. My brother, God bless you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Before the end of this year, we are doing fundraising. We have to get you married up.
Amen.
Yeah. And the whatever the woman family wants to collect, as long as they can agree to get instrumental payments.
King Remy, go away. It's time for you to go.
No. Oh, Rahim.
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria is so in debt. All of us, we Nigerians, we are broke people. No matter where you live.
I'm telling you.
Even fucking now in New York. Even Remy. Even there's this friend of ours, CEO in Southeast. He's broke. No matter where you are, as a Nigerian, you are broke.
I'm telling you.
So anybody that wants to marry their daughter, please.
This time, they need to installment.
Let's pay gradually.
Small.
I mean, the negotiation I had yesterday, I was telling them that, okay, I'll give you 1/4 of the payments. I will marry her off. After 5 years, I'll pay you another 25%. And yeah, every 5 years, I will pay.
All right, King Remy, I gotta go. Thank you so much for calling me. I mean, I've not heard your voice for a couple of, since how many years, but thank God you showed up today. Well, I appreciate you. And of course, a lot of all the guys and everybody was asking of you. So shout out to you. And then, of course, this is the end of the show. Somebody sent a text and say, concerning, what's going on in the East, the maid that she had, Biafra, whatever Remembrance Day that was in the fire. So, but this person here is Amir's Kitchen here, says, but the Nigerian government is not doing that to remember those killed in the war, and the government doesn't care about what happened during the war until the government recognizes what happened there. I think that this is truncated, it's not complete. But anyway, I get what you were trying to get. I mean, what you're trying to put out there. But thank you, everyone who called in. Thank you so much, King Remy. Thank everybody, Akuchine, all of you who called in. I appreciate the fact that you did call and you are part of the open mic. Some people don't understand exactly what I mean. Open mic, I mean, it's a night when you go and speak out anything. I mean, I try most of the time to be able to explain this every time when I come on. Fridays is when for you is the day for you to speak your mind. It's not about speaking too long, but speak your mind about anything troubling you, what you want to see change, what you want to see in your neighborhood, socially, politically, anything at all. You can bring it on and here. And of course, we got a beautiful song from Akuchinyere, and of course, more and more. This will be coming in. I'm going to be seeing you guys next week, and get ready for next week Friday, because I'm very sure it will be explosive. Thank you, Mrs. Kenny, and thank you, Mr. Chuker. And I'm already getting a lot of messages already. I gotta go right now. I gotta run. So if you want to reach and get that book, if you were listening and you want to get that book from Chuka, Mr. Chuker or Mrs. Kenny, you can send me a message and give me your name and on WhatsApp so I can connect you to them. Okay, 081-7175-6338. 081-7175-6338. I've already gotten a lot of people out there, so I'm gonna get the Mr. Chuka said go ahead, but Mrs. Kenny has not said anything, so I'll get that before tomorrow morning. I'll do the connection. Thank you guys. I gotta go. Thank you so much for being with me today. We're going to do the same next week, starting from Tuesday to Friday. Rahim here will be your, how will I say this now? Is he a cuddle box or something? All right, thank guys. Good night, and take care of yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless.